Buckeye Talk again with another Ohio State football practice report. Didn't actually see practice today, but we got to talk to Ryan Day for the first time since the scrimmage was held on Saturday. I'm Nathan Baird along with Stephen Means and Doug Lesmerises. Ryan Day did not name a starting quarterback today, or did he? Do you feel like saying that C.J. Stroud is separating, to use his term, at this point, is essentially telling us who's going to start the season opener September 2nd at Minnesota?
Yeah, he told us, but he didn't tell them because he wants them to keep battling, which we've talked about before on Buckeye Talk. Is like, I think sometimes you can think, hey, they better hurry up and name a quarterback because that's better for everybody. But actually, three young quarterbacks to keep them locked in, to keep them on edge, to not let them get a big head, like it's probably good for the starter and the backup. So for him to say C.J. Stroud is separating, like now if C.J. Stroud's not the starting quarterback for Minnesota, it's going to be like, what happened? Right. Something went wrong. So of course C.J. Stroud's going to be the starting quarterback, but he's going to get another week of camp practice and competition out of them, and then a week from now he'll name it officially. But C.J. Stroud's going to start for Ohio State against Minnesota on September 2nd.
I thought the important thing was I tried to follow up and ask Ryan Day, like, okay, you're saying he's separating. Are you also separating the reps? That, to me, is the important part because now, to this point, they've basically been spreading the reps around in a very balanced way between C.J. Stroud, Jack Miller, Kyle McCord. Now, and Ryan Day says a little bit, they're going to start giving C.J. Stroud more reps. To me, that's the crucial thing because that determines him being better prepared for that season opener.
Yeah, we're going to get a chance to watch practice on Wednesday, and maybe it's not that. Maybe it's down to two guys splitting the reps at one at this point. Because I think you're right, Doug. I think he basically just sent out a message saying, listen, C.J. Stroud is starting to pull ahead from you guys. You have a week to show me that shouldn't be the case. So maybe we clearly know who number 3 is in the race when we get to Wednesday. And then obviously when we get back here on Monday and talk to Ryan Day again, he officially announces that it's going to be C.J. Stroud as a starter. But really, that was a message for whoever might be number 2 right now. We'll probably find out who that is on Wednesday.
And Ryan Day was also asked, so how about separation between number 2 and number 3? Anything happening there? And he punted that question, did not want to go down that. Again, I think getting back to what Doug is saying, it's all about kind of keeping the competition going in that room. But it's kind of an inevitable thing that now, once you start telling us who has separated, the watch for what happens next as far as the makeup of this room inevitably kicks in, right, Doug?
Well, but they often do that where they don't name as backup. And then once they get into a season, they play both guys. Right. So that would follow that I would imagine the first time they get in a blowout game, which might not be until week 3, I would, we'll see who comes in first, but I would bet they still play both of them because once they name a starter and now you're not a starter, the more quickly you name the backup and not the backup, then like the third guy's probably out, right? So now you're trying to keep everybody invested and happy and keep them from transferring immediately, which might some uncertainty at the backup quarterback spot might keep everybody here or give you a better chance of keeping everybody here.
Predict who might be number 2 when we get to that game.
There's what prediction?
No, like who might go out. No, not like who is actually going to be number 2, but who's going to take the field in that blowout game. It'll probably be Jack Miller again. Take the field first in that blowout. Once again, as we saw last year, where Jack got the first opportunity, not CJ, even though we knew CJ had the lead, it might be a similar situation when we get to that game.
Right. Which actually wouldn't tell us who the backup quarterback is.
Right. Which is what we went through last year, yeah. But by the end of the year, when C.J. Stroud was the one coming in for Justin Fields at Michigan State early in the game, when he was the one coming in when Justin Fields got crushed in half by Clemson, C.J. Stroud was the one coming into that game. That was what kind of told us he was out in front, and Ryan Day confirmed that hasn't really changed since the end of last season. So we were texting that as soon as we were getting information today at the press conference, 614-350-3315. 2-week free trial will take you almost right up to the start of the season now. We're within 16 days now till that September 2nd opener, so get on now. The free trial will take you right up to opening day. Any other news that comes out about Ohio State between now and then, you'll hear it here and listen to the Buckeye Talk podcast where we break it all down 5 days a week. Yeah, we got to be careful. I'm jumping in now. I'm done.